2 Corinthians chapter 8. Now we want you to know, brethren, about the grace of God that has been bestowed on the churches of Macedonia. In a period of severe affliction, their abundant joy and their extreme poverty have overflowed in rich generosity on their part. I can testify that they contributed to the limit of their resources, and even beyond, begging us insistently for the privilege of sharing in this service to the saints. Far exceeding our expectations, they gave themselves first to the Lord, and then, by the will of God, to us. As a result, we urged Titus that, inasmuch as he had already begun this work of charity, he should bring this enterprise to a successful completion among you. Now, inasmuch as you excel in everything, in your faith, your eloquence, your knowledge, your concern for others, and your love for us, so we want you also to excel in this generous undertaking. I am not saying this to you as a command, but rather I am testing the genuine character of your love by the concern you show for others. For you are well aware of the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ. Although he was rich, he became poor for your sake, so that by his poverty you might become rich. I will now give you my advice about what I believe is appropriate in this matter. Last year, you were the first not only to engage in this good work, but also to do so willingly. Now finish it so that your eagerness may be matched by completing it according to your means. As long as the goodwill is present, the gift will be acceptable according to what one has, not according to what one does not have. I am not suggesting that others should have relief while you are reduced to difficult straits. Rather, there should be an equitable balance. Your surplus at the present time should relieve the needs of others, so that at another time, their surplus may relieve your needs. And in this way there will be equality. As it is written, "The one who gathered much did not have too much, and the one who gathered less did not have too little. Thanks be to God for putting into the heart of Titus a concern for you that is the equal of mine. For he not only welcomed our request, but, because of his great concern, he is coming to you of his own accord. Together with him, we are sending the brother who is praised by all the churches for his proclamation of the gospel. In addition, he has also been appointed by the churches to be our traveling companion as we engage in our charitable work for the glory of the Lord and to show our eagerness to be of service. In this way, we want to ensure that no one will be able to criticize us for our handling of this generous collection. For we intend to do what is honorable not only in the Lord's sight, but also in the sight of others. And with them, we are also sending our brother whose dedication we have tested in many ways and found to be exemplary. Now he is even more dedicated than before because of his great confidence in you. As for Titus, he is my partner and co-worker in your service. And as for the others, they are the apostles of the churches and the glory of Christ. Therefore show these men and all the churches the proof of your love and the legitimacy of our boasting about you. If you found our exploration of 2 Corinthians insightful and inspiring, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends and family who might benefit from its message, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content on biblical studies and themes. Don't forget to check the description below for a link to our exclusive homeschool materials, designed to deepen your understanding of 2 Corinthians and enrich your learning experience.